It is time for the happiest quiz on earth. It is time to take a trip to the fjords of Norway. As I'm going to be testing you on all things Frozen. So that includes Frozen, Frozen 2, Olaf's Frozen Adventure, and Frozen Fever, which I think needs its own dance move. Maybe not this one. That's another fever. Now, since Frozen snowballed into our lives all those years ago, I bet none of us knew how hard it would be to let it go. Let it go. But it's time for us to let's go to round one. Right then, this is an easy one to start off with. To warm you up a bit, I'm going to give you an example. What we've done is we've got the thesaurus out and we've changed the words around from song titles. So we've almost kind of renamed the song, but with the same meaning. So I'm going to give you an example. For example, if I were to say, in a warm season, easy, in summer. See? Okay, so we've got 3 for you. Can you guess the song from these cryptic clues? So the first one is Allow It to Move. What song could that possibly be? Allow It to Move. Song B, Endearment is an unlocked entryway. I would say that's the trickiest out of the 3. And the third one, Song C, can you work out what it is from us shifting around the words? En route towards the unspecified. En route towards the unspecified. If you have been taking part in the quiz over the last few weeks, you might well have heard me singing that particular song one too many times. Apologies. Right then, question number 2. Now, can you tell me which of these sound bites is not from a Frozen film? I've got 3 for you, and one of them is not from a Frozen film. But can you also, for a bonus point, from the one that isn't from a Frozen film, can you tell me what film it is from? Yeah? Okay. Here is soundbite A.
Samantha?
Oh, come on. Easy peasy. Frozen or not? Let's hear clip B.
It's never gonna happen, ladies.
I'll give you a move for that one as well. It's never gonna happen, ladies. And guess what that one is? Frozen or not? Let's hear soundbite C.
Idea of summer and sun and all things hot.
I want to sing every question, but I can't because musicals was last week. Right then. So our first green country question of the night is, so have a look at this picture. I'm going to start the clock and see if you can tell me what is the name of this monster and who named him. Have a look at it again. What is the name of the monster and who named him? Right, let's move on to question number 4, and it is filling in the missing lyrics. We've played this one before in previous weeks. I'm going to show you on screen the lyrics to a song, and we've blacked out, or we've covered up in a special way, some of the lyrics from the song. You've got to work out what they are. There are 4 points up for grabs for this particular question because there are 4 words missing. I'll give you a clue. There's actually 3 words, but 1 word is twice, but you still get the 4 points. Okay, so have a look. Let's have a look. Here is the lyric. I mean, it's crazy. What? We finish each other's blank. That's what I was going to say. I've never met someone who blank so much like me, blank, blank again. Oh, I mean, it's crazy. What? We finish each other's. That's what I was going to say. I've never met someone who blank so much like me, blank, blank again. Ooh. There we go. The picture is a little clue. So if you're like, oh, I know it, the picture, hopefully, should help you. Okay, let's move on to question number 5 then, my friends. Don't forget, We shall give you the answer when we get round to those in just a second, but we've got another question for you. Now, how are you with characters' eyes? Sometimes they could be a massive giveaway for Disney characters, but can you, if we just zoom on in the eyes, can you tell me what the characters are? I've got 4 characters' eyes for you from Frozen 1 and 2. Have a look at these and tell me if you can work out who they are. 4 sets of eyes. Can you see those? Under me there? 4 sets of eyes. Now, A, B, C, and D. D is obviously wearing spectacles. Does that give you a clue? 4 sets of eyes, 4 characters. I've definitely got A. B is quite tricky. I haven't got B yet. C and D. We need 4 answers from you from Frozen 1 and 2, those 4 characters. Let's get our answers, shall we, for round 1. So question 1, I asked you, can you guess the song from these synonyms? So let's take a look. I said, can you guess the songs from the synonyms? Song A, Allow It to Move. The answer was Let It Go, of course. Allow it to move, let it go. See what we did? Song B, Endearment is an unlocked entryway. Endearment is an unlocked entryway. What could that possibly be? Love is an open door, of course, from Frozen. And song C, En route towards the unspecified. En route towards the unspecified, of course, was Into the Unknown, Frozen 2. We might be having a sing-along to that at the end of the quiz. Just warning you, get warmed up for the end because we might be having a sing-along to that one. Question number 2. It was 3 sound bites, and I asked you which one was not from a Frozen film. Was it A, B, or C? The answer to the one of those that was not from a Frozen film was...
It's never gonna happen, ladies.
It's never going to happen, ladies. It was LeFou from Beauty and the Beast, and you got a bonus point if you were able to tell me the film. Slightly confusing as well, of course, because the other answers were Olaf. They were said by Olaf. Also voiced Josh Gad, who played LeFou. Very confusing, I know. Next question. I asked you the name of the monster and who named him. We showed you a lovely picture, and you had to tell me who the monster was and who named him. Did you get the answer right? Let's find out. It was Marshmallow, and Olaf named him. Okay. Right, the next question then, we asked you to fill in the missing lyrics from this song. And the picture was a little bit of a clue to what the lyric was. Let's have a look and see what the answers were. There was 4 missing words, and they were, I mean, it's crazy. What? We finish each other's sandwiches? That's what I was going to say. I've never met someone who thinks so much like me. Jinx, jinx again. So the missing words were sandwiches, thinks, jinx, jinx. 4 points up for grabs. Easy peasy. Here's a fun fact for you as well. That song is the only Disney song where the hero duets with the villain. There you go. Question 5. How did you get on with the eyes? I thought this one was quite tricky. 4 sets of eyes, and you needed to see who they were. Eyes number 1, or eyes A, were Anna. I thought they were Anna. Okay, it was eyes A. See the second set of eyes? They were Oaken. Eyes C, Queen Iduna. And eyes D were Duke of Westleton. The glasses were a wee clue there. Right, okay, moving on to round 2 for even more Frozen fun. If you are one of the Frozen few, sorry, who haven't seen Frozen 2 yet, remember it is now available on Disney Plus, as well as loads of stuff up there as well. So you can get on there and get your Frozen fix. Let's move on then, shall we, to round 2. Okay, round 2, question 1. Now, Frozen 2 is brilliant. Now, there's a great scene in Frozen 2 where the gang are playing charades. And Anna's trying to act out a charade. So can you tell me what the answer is to this charade? Have a look at this clip and see if you can tell me the answer to this charade.
Okay. Lion.
Grizzly bear.
Monster.
Brown bear.
Angry face.
Black bear. Hans.
Unredeemable monster.
Greatest mistake of your life.
We didn't even kiss you.
I love that scene. So good. So all we needed is the answer to the charade that Anna was trying to act out there. See if you can get it. We'll give you the answers when we get round to the end of this. Round 2. Now, this is quite a tricky one. There's 8 points up for grabs for question 2. I would like you to tell me, what kind of creature are the 4 spirits in Frozen 2? So they're obviously water, fire, air, and earth. So I would like you to tell me, what kind of creature are the 4 spirits in Frozen 2? And also, if you can, what are their names? It's a really tricky one. There's 8 points up for grabs. We'll leave that up for a second, just so you can have a think about it. Water, fire, air, and earth. What kind of creatures are the 4 spirits in Frozen 2, and what are their names? Water, fire, air, and earth. I'm going to show you almost like 3 postcards from places in the Frozen world. And you've got to tell me where these locations are. So have a look at these 3 pictures from places in the Frozen land. But can you tell me exactly where they are? A, B, and C. A and C I can get. B, I've got to say, I'm a little bit stumped on that one. I haven't cheated, you see. I haven't looked at the answers. So I want you to name these 3 locations from the world of Frozen. So let's get our dream come true question for round 2. How many years after the original Frozen movie was Frozen 2 released in cinemas? So think about it. Frozen 2 was released not that long ago in cinemas. Try and work back. Might be before some of you were born. How many years after the original Frozen movie was Frozen 2 released in cinemas? So that was your dream come true question. Let's move on to question number 5 in round 2. Now, what I would like you to do, how are you with feet? I was going to say feet, but shoes, footwear specifically. Do you reckon you can identify characters from their footwear? Good. Have a look at these 3 pictures and see if you can tell me who these 3 characters are. I genuinely would love a pair of slippers, or baffies, as we call them in Scotland, in the shape of B. So who is A, B, and C? Can you tell me? I mean, C's got a very good posture, very ballerina-like as well, the way she sort of stood there. I'm saying it's a she. It might not be a she. A, B, and C, we need those 3 characters. See if you can identify them from their shoes. Right, let's get your answers to round 2, shall we? Question number 1, I asked you what was the answer to this Frozen charade. We saw Anna act out the charade. Of course, come on. Of course it was.
Villain.
Oh.
Come on, of course it was villain. Easy peasy, 1 point for question 1 in round 2. Right then, question number 2. This, I think, was a very tricky one. The 4 spirits. We asked you what kind of creature are the 4 spirits in Frozen 2, and bonus points for their names. So 8 points up for grabs. First up was water. Of course, this creature was the shape-shifting horse, Nook. B, fire. Fire's creature is the gorgeous, cute salamander, or you could have said lizard, Bruni. And C, of course, air. It's a gust of wind. Comedic brilliance named Gale. I love that. And D was earth, the giant's The earth giants, they were called. So 8 points up for grabs there. Horse and Nock, salamander or lizard with Bruni, a gust of wind and gale, and giants, earth giants. So well done if you got 8 points. I thought that was a really, really tricky one. Next up, it was the postcards, really. 3 locations from the world of Frozen, and you had to tell me where exactly they were. So let's have a look at picture A. It was, of course, the enchanted forest from Frozen 2. Picture B was the Wandering Oaken's trading post. Wandering Oaken's trading post. And C, the beautiful home of the girls Arndale. How many years was there between the release of the original Frozen film and Frozen 2? And the answer was 6 years. Frozen 2 came out last year, 2019. The original, 2013. Well done if you got that right. Still got one more question for this round. I asked you how you were with footwear. Can you identify these characters from their footwear? There are 3 of them. Let's take a look and see who they were. So footwear A was connected to the body of Anna. B, with a lovely curly pointed up toes, was Kristoff. And C, with her gorgeous crystal embezzled boots, was Elsa. So 3 points up for grabs. And just like the Curse of the Enchanted Forest, round 2 is over. Right then, question 1 for round 3. I'm going to give you some quotes. 3 quotes, 3 different characters. Can you tell me who said these quotes? And I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me the movie too. So let's have quote A. Who said, "I believe in you more than anyone or anything"? Who said that and in what film? Quote B. Who's the funny looking donkey? And quote C. Whoa, now that's ice. I might cry. So we need the name of the character that said it, and we need the name of the film. I would like you, please, for this next question, which is question 2 of round 3, to tell me if you can name the river that is in the lullaby in Frozen 2. I'll give you a clue. It starts with at. Question 3. Right, we all love cake. I love cake. I could eat cake for every meal. Starter, main course, and dessert. Cake. Cake, please. I'm going to show you 3 pictures of Frozen characters eating cake, and you've got to tell me which Frozen film or short this is from. So the things you've got to choose from are Frozen, Frozen 2, Frozen Fever, I still need a dance move for that, and Olaf's Frozen Adventure. So have a look at these pictures and tell me which Frozen film or short these pictures are from. That feature cake. Next up, this one's good. I'm going to show you a little scene which features Sven and Kristoff. Now, once this scene's finished, they burst into song. But can you tell me the name of the song that they burst into? So watch the scene, and then we're going to stop it just before the song starts. But you've got to tell me what the song is. So have a look at this. So which song with Sven and Kristoff follows this scene? Have a look and enjoy. Any ideas? Which song does Sven and Kristoff burst into? It's such a great song. This is question number 5. Now, lots of the characters have beautiful, colourful outfits that they like to wear. But what we've done for this question is we've changed the colour of the characters' clothes. So we've got 2 pictures of 3 characters. You've got to tell us which one's the right colour of their clothes. So first up, we've got Matthias. Let's have a look at Matthias. Ooh, which image contains the correct colour clothing? Is it 1 or 2? 1 being the lovely pale blue and 2 being lime green, would we call that? So which one is the correct colour of clothing for Matthias? Let's check out image B and Pabby. Oh, look at his crystals dangling. But what is the correct colour Is it 1 or 2? Pink for 1, 2 for beautiful golden yellow. And character C is Anna. Ooh, now which colour is the correct colour clothing for Anna and Frozen 2? Is it 1, the pinks, or is it 2, the blues? So first up, we had some quotes. I read you out some quotes and I needed you to tell me which character said them and in what film. So our first quote was, "I believe in you more than anyone or anything." Who said that? Who said that? Of course, it was Anna from Frozen 2. Okay, our second quote was, "Who's the funny looking donkey?" Who's the funny looking donkey? Come on, you know who said that. It's got to be the comedy genius that is Olaf from Frozen. And our third quote, "Whoa, now that's ice, I might cry." Whoa, now that's ice, I might cry. Who said that? Did you get it right? It was, of course, Kristoff from Frozen. So 6 points up for grabs for that particular question. Question number 2 simply asks you to name me the river from the lullaby in Frozen 2. Could you name me the river from the lullaby in Frozen 2? And the answer was Ahtohallan. 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 It's quite a hard one to say that. Ahtohallan. Ahtohallan. There we go. Okay, question number 3 was all about the cake. 3 pictures of characters eating cake, and you had to tell me which film or Frozen short they featured in. So first up, image A was from Olaf's Frozen Adventure. Cake image B was from Frozen Fever. How much does Olaf love cake? Almost as much as me. And cake image C was from the original Frozen film. Brilliant. If you haven't seen those shorts as well, then head on to Disney Plus channel because it's all up there for you to check out. I showed you a brilliant scene with Kristoff and Sven from Frozen 2, and you had to tell me which song followed that scene. I just wish we could play the entire song right now, but here is a short clip for the answer.
Until then, I'm lost in the
Oh, don't let it end. It's such a good song, Lost in the Woods from Frozen 2. So we asked you, question number 5 was when we changed the colours of the outfits. How did you get on with these ones? So first up was Matthias. Our first image was it was the blue. Correct answer was 1. Although he does look rather fetching in the lime green as well. I hope you agree. Pabby then, was it the pink or the gold? It was the gold. 2 for that one for Pabby. And Anna, our third image, image C, it was 1. The pinks, of course it was. Wow, that was our last question of the evening. There were 11 points up for grabs for that round. 44 for the whole quiz tonight. How did you do? Up on the Disney Plus channel right now is this fantastic behind the scenes, the making of Frozen 2. It is extraordinary. So it's definitely something, if this hasn't been enough of a Frozen fix for you, then you need to head to Disney Plus to check that out. It is absolutely worth it. That is streaming, as I said, on Disney Plus now, so make sure you go and check it out. For more Frozen fun, though, if you need any more, then head down to disneymagicmoments.co.uk. There's loads of great content up there, just waiting for you to enjoy. In fact, there's a new series of Olaf shorts that have only been created in the last few months by animators at home. So whilst we've been in lockdown, in fact, you should check out At Home with Olaf. Now, earlier, just getting ready, I did promise you a Frozen sing-along. So are we ready for this? Make sure you join me Thursday, 7 o'clock for a wonderful kind of journey around the world with Disney. But right now, we are going to head into the unknown. Take it away.
Every day it's a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that loves to go?